but this is an example of the view from student and parent access of the Skyward Gradebook. My view, because this is a fake profile, is a little bit different than what you see. If you look on your left-hand side, you'll see other tabs such as bus information, activities, schedule. But for the purpose of this video, we're really just focusing on the gradebook. So if you go ahead and click on the gradebook tab, this will open up your student's gradebook. Couple of things to point out. If there are any missing assignments for your classes, that will be listed potentially in this missing assignments section. Please keep in mind that it's not a comprehensive list. The information that shows in the missing section is only if a teacher designates it as missing in Skyward by putting a check mark in the missing column. So in this example, there is a missing IXL for Miss Greenberg's English class. I can click on the title of the assignment and see further details about what it is that's missing. So if I click on IXL, it shows me that it is a 10-point assignment. It shows me when it was due. You can go through this for, again, any of the assignments that teachers check as missing. They will show up on this list. But once you're in Skyward, what you're really looking for is an overall global impression of your grades to make sure that things look as they should. When you're focusing on this, you're looking at the current term column. So in this case, it's T1 for marking period or term 1. That's the one that's highlighted in yellow for you. I can look down this list very quickly and see that this student, has A's in most of their subjects, but there is a B in math class. So I might wonder, why does this student have a B when they're, seemingly an A student? So that is something that I might want to check out. But more than just the global impression, what you really want to focus on is the individual class gradebook. And in order to access the individual class gradebook, you would click on the letter grade that's in the current term column. So I would click on the letter grade for each of the classes in the T1 column. I want to use English as the example because I know that this student has a missing English assignment. So if I click on that letter A in the English T1 column, it's going to pull open the gradebook for English class. The gradebook is going to look something like this. And at a glance, the things that I'm most critically looking for is something that's checked missing. So I see in this missing column that IXL, the teacher had designated as missing, but I'm also looking for things that have zeros. Zeros sometimes indicate that the teacher has put in a placeholder grade for a missing assignment until you can turn in that assignment. Some teachers use the missing check marks, others do not. So in this case, Ms. Greenberg did in fact put in a 0 for that grade because it is missing. The third thing I'm looking for is any of the speech bubbles. These are comments from your teachers. So in this case, that IXL, there's a speech bubble. I click on that and I can see that this student can retake the assignment for up to 70% and it's due on 10/13 for credit. So those three things are quick flags that I'm really looking at when I'm exploring the gradebook. I'm also looking for anything that might seem lower than I thought I did, follow up with the teacher about any questions or concerns. If I go into Skyward regularly, at least let's say 3 times a week, I can spend about 15 to 20 seconds in each of these classes and see very quickly if there's anything changed or out of sorts. If I don't go in frequently, if I only go into Skyward once in a while and look at the gradebooks, it's going to take me a lot longer to go through the information and see the changes that are in each class. So if I do it at least 3 times a week, then it's about, 15, 20 seconds per class. You're only spending 2, 3, 4 minutes in Skyward looking at the gradebook. So it is really worth your time to make sure you're checking this information regularly. Hopefully this was some helpful information about checking Skyward Gradebook.